almost as important as the air filter is to make sure this manifold here, the holes in this manifold, are clean. And I like to do it at the same frequency as I do the air filter. But yeah, I mean it gets quite dirty, and so to take that out, the famous black tool. This is it's just 2 screws. I always put them in there. Yeah. Getting in the way, Roger. And then we lift this out like so. And you'll find that dust and dirt and things will get in the back there. You can brush it out or you can blow it out. You can do whatever you like, but that should be nice and clean in behind there. And I would do that at the same frequency as you change the filter and clean the filter. You can use water, but normally speaking, just brushing it with a brush is okay, both inside and out. Now, because you're not going into the power box or the engine of the machine at this stage, there's no need to put the plastic bag over the feed chute. If for some reason somebody asks you to go in and look at something in this box, then you must cover this chute with plastic of some sort, because if you open the box and the feed or something drops into the box, serious problem. So they're the 2 main things. The other you're getting it clean. And they get dirty because the cattle love to lick. And the proximity sensor is...
Where is the proximity sensor? Dr. Heath, where is the proximity sensor?
This way.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, that's it. That's it. Looks like 2 little eyes, yeah? And I use just a dry cotton bud. And so I bought a packet, which I'll leave here but every time you do the air filters, clean the proximity sensor. You can also tell the proximity sensor is dirty by, you will get a warning from C-Lock if the sensor readings go too high. So, and they'll know there's an inbuilt mechanism that triggers an alert. But you can also see it from your app. You'll see that while an animal is not in there, you get this very high proximity reading, which is abnormal. And what it would be a good idea is to have a look at the reading on a nice clean proximity sensor and write it down and observe that over time. I'm sure as it gets dirty, it will increase. So all I do is just no liquid, just run it carefully over the lens. Then do the other side. And it's quite easy to clean, really. Okay, throw that away. So they're the three main maintenance issues. The only other one, and I think you might as well stick to the same routine on the day 7, is to make sure the feed mechanism's working. So we've got a way of activating the feeder with our app. So just the simple thing to do is to go round, press the feed button and drop some feed. Okay, if there's no feed coming down, there's a few things this could be. This could be empty. It could be the rotor on the cup is not working, which is a serious issue. Or it can be a blockage. So if no feed drops with the feed drop, you've got to explore why it is not dropping feed. The simple thing is the fact that this is empty. Secondly, if it is blocked, then it's sometimes required, if the feed is blocked, sometimes, which is the hard thing to do, it requires you to get up here, empty all the feed out, because no container and scooping it out and finding out where the blockage is. You can also push something up from the bottom of the chute, but don't use a piece of steel or something like that. A nice piece of soft plastic that you can prod up from the bottom of the feed chute up towards the cup. Yeah, and of course the third one that I said is that the cup is not rotating. And if the cup's not rotating, and you can see that by, we won't be able to see it now because the machine's not running, but I'll show you where. If you look down there, you see the blue.
Blue thing, blue circular
the blue thing.
Yeah.
So when you press, and we'll do that when we get it running again. When you press the drop button, you'll see that rotate. So for one cup drop, it will rotate a full circle. So the cup is like this. The cup is like a cylinder with the top cut off it. It's a cylinder with the top cut off it, and it will be sitting there open like that, and as it rotates past the opening in the bin, it will fill up. Then when you press the button, this will rotate and tip the feed down that chute.
The blue one. So how we are now actually doing, okay, this is a separate problem, right?
Yes, it is.
It's not a routine thing.
Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah. A routine. It's not a routine maintenance, but it's a routine check.
True.
Yep.
True. But again, my question is related to when we are now switching off everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is when it's on.
It's on.
Yeah.
That's what I want
Yeah.
to make sure that.
Good.
Yeah,
Good point.
yeah.
Good point. You can't do it without it on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that was a good point, that this cannot be done until the machine is turned back on again, because it obviously won't rotate.